I loved the idea, first of all. That was something that made a big impression and appealed to me right away. Gospel goes classical. I thought, wow, what is that exactly? Because I'm a person who grew up in the church and grew up singing gospel music, and that's, my family had a little singing group when I was a small child. We were three, my brother, my sister, myself, and we were called the Inspirational Children of God, and we used to go around to different churches and perform. And it, in fact, was my brother who did most of the solos, and I was the one in our family who was the most shy, the most awkward, and the one who was very much attached to my mother. And one Sunday, my brother was sick. And my mother said, well, Denise, you have to, sing this solo. And I said, I cannot do that. I can't possibly do that. There's no way I can do that. And she didn't realize she was creating a monster. I mean, what she created in that moment, gave me the life that I have today. So for me, gospel going classical is so much of my entire background, from gospel to classical. So it piqued my interest right away. I thought, gee, what's that? And then I had and then I listened and watched the DVDs, and I thought it was tremendous. And I loved how many people this idea resonated with. I mean, the theaters were full. People were so excited. And I thought, my goodness, look at what's going on here and look at what it is that they're doing. And so this wasn't the first season that we were trying to organize something together. I think this is the second or third season, and we were finally able to make it work. So I'm pleased to be here and thrilled to be a part of it. Well, I'm happy to be here, and it's as it should be, in fact, isn't it? To bring those two different genres together. And I think it's no mistake that, the African-American woman in particular finds herself in classical music. I did a project some years ago called Church that I produced myself because I was speaking with a friend of mine in New York City talking about all of the different people who grew up with gospel music, but went into many different genres of music, and some stayed in gospel, and some went into pop, and some went into R&B, and some went into Broadway, and some went into classical. And I thought it'd be great to do a project and get all of these women together with this gospel thread that connects us all, but these women who have had the same sort of nourishing ground, but have gone off into different directions. And so we're closer than most people realize. We're not so far away at all in terms of gospel and classical music. Gospel music absolutely informs my music making. It has been my bedrock, and it has been my first musical framework through which I draw from. Any sort of musicality things that I do with my own particular flavor that I add to my art songs and my arias are coming from gospel music. That was the music that I first heard. It was the very first music in my ears. And so it's very much in my blood tissue, it's in my DNA. I think it's magnificent. Of course, I'm so proud of what it is that you're doing. And I know the amount of labor involved in something like that, to organize that, to put all the players together for that, and how that is really a gift of love, not just to South Africa, but to the world, because many people will know and find out about that. And I think it's really beautiful, and I'm so proud. I don't even know you, but I'm really proud of you and proud of those that you work with for what it is that you're doing, because I understand the amount of energy, the amount of dedication that it takes to do something like this and to bring that and share that around the world. And that is really what it's all about. That's really what it's all about. And it's so important. That is the thing that heals us all. So it's so vital what you're doing. So God bless you, and much, much continued success.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Oh, it was a pleasure.